Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, hope your conquest is going well so far, that you don't have too many issues. But anyway, this is not what this video is about. Of course, it's Friday, which means a brand new Galactic challenge is thrown upon us. Now, Ewoks versus Jawas, we had this one before, it was also on Tatooine, so I'll just try to do the same teams that I did last time, because they did work well. Anyway, I'll first cover the modifiers and the feats, and then show you two battles here. So first one will be my Ewoks on tier 10, and then as well also another mishmash team with OG Kylo to get the remaining feats done. So if you're just interested in the battle, as always, there will be YouTube chapters below, but otherwise let's just first kick off with a Dune Sandstorm global modifier for Tatooine, and this is the modifier that will actually help you defeat Jawas, because Jawas, they'll keep recovering protection whenever thermal detonators explode, so eventually damage over times will keep stacking up, because luckily Jawas have no way of cleansing debuffs, so this will eventually get rid of them for you. Now in terms of modifiers here for Ewoks, this modifier actually works against you, because you don't want your Ewoks to be counter-attacking, because every time they hit one of the Jawas, right, you can get thermal detonators applied on you. You don't want extra speed, you want to be slow, you want Jawas to take as many turns as they can, so damage over time defeats them before the thermal detonators get to you. So definitely working against us, this modifier, not helping us at all. Now in terms of Jawas modifier, it's quite a lengthy one, but essentially what you need to know is that anytime thermal detonator explodes, they will recover 100% protection, and whenever a debuffed enemy attacks them, again they'll be landing thermal detonators on them, and because of the damage over times constantly on your guys, essentially you will constantly be debuffed, so those thermal detonators will stack up very quickly. So definitely Jawas modifier helps them, whereas our modifier is kind of detrimental to us, but still we will be able to prevail, hopefully. In terms of the feats, obviously it's an Ewok challenge, so you have to use a full team of Ewoks, and then the other two feats, so this will be the second battle that I'll show you. We have to win with no tanks, and then as well complete after attacking 20 times out of turn. So even the feats themselves are very similar like last time. But anyway, enough about all this stuff, let me show you my Ewoks. Now they are all gear 12, and the reason is why I'm going with a non-lead Ewok, because remember, we don't want Chirpa lead here, because whenever we use basic, we gain more turn meter. More turn meter means we attack more times, it means we get more thermal detonators stacked on us, and as well, whenever you would use special ability on the Chirpa lead, there is I think a 50% chance to call somebody for assists. Again, you want to limit here the amount of attacks you do, just that you kind of outlast Jawas. Pablo here is absolutely the main character that will be able to carry the battle for you because of his unique. Don't hold back. Now you will need Zeta on him in order for this to work, because as you can see on level 8, Zeta will add some 5% protection recovery for Pablo whenever he gains a debuff or a buff. So this will allow Pablo to, you know, tank all those hits and keep recovering some protection along the way. Now in terms of protection, that's how you really want to mod your guys, for defense and protection, especially maybe at relic levels that's not important, but at gear 12 you don't want to have health on your guys, right, because thermal detonators and damage over times, they're dealing damage based on health, so you want high protection pool, low health pool. And remember, Pablo is also recovering 5% protection, so again you want him to be recovering as much as he can, and you want to make your guys as slow as possible, so just they don't take a lot of turns. So that's my Pablo there at gear 12, quite a lot of protection, he's quite durable actually at gear 12. Wicked here, same thing, defense set, protection primaries, Chirpa the same, defense sets, protection primaries, as little speed as possible. Logray here is a key character as well, because on his basic he will grant himself tenacity up, and as well if somebody calls him for an assist, that ally will as well get tenacity up. So then at least, you know, Logray and then as well Pablo can have tenacity up for a couple of turns, because then you can't resist the thermal detonators from the global from their modifier, but you can resist the thermal detonators obviously from scavengers unique as well. So this will a little bit again slow down the stacking of thermal detonators on your guys. Obviously, if you want to take things further with Logray, you can slap a Zeta on him, because as you can see, whenever you score a critical hit, you gain health up for 2 turns, and then all allies with health up recover 10% health. Not sure how useful actually that would be, because remember, we don't want health, we want protection. But maybe if you do have that Zeta, maybe it helps you out a little bit to recover some health. I don't know, let me know in the comments below if you have the Zeta, if it actually made a difference or not. I didn't apply it. I don't think it's that useful here at all. And in terms of modding, same as everybody else, defense said, protection primaries, and then as little speed as possible. We got Ewok Elder here, same thing, as slow as possible, and then as much as protection as possible. So that's the modding. Let's hop into battle now, and let me show you the strategy here that I used to get this done. So first I'll just use basic with Logray to get tenacity up on himself. Okay, there we go. There's a bit of RNG here. Obviously, does your Ewok Elder get here ability blocked or not? But I just kept going. I used the revive ability. Remember, I don't want to hit people. Now we call Logray for assist, so then also Paplo gets tenacity up now. There goes Wicked. Now I'll grant Foresight to everybody, so hopefully we can evade a couple of attacks. Let's go ahead, clean up the team. Brought Wicked back. He's down again. Oh boy. Anyway, from here at this point, I quickly lost all the Ewoks here. Just Paplu, thanks to his Zeta. He keeps a little bit recovering some protection whenever damage over time or thermal detonators applied on him, and this kind of allows him to hang in there. Got in the yellow. Didn't look too good, but as you can see, because of all those debuffs Jawas are also applying, he keeps a little bit healing up here, and now Jawas start dropping left and right. And finally Jawa Scavenger goes down as well. So this now allowed me to complete on tier 10 with Ewoks this battle here, which will allow me to get max rewards once I take care of the other feats. Just not to mention, it's a bit of an RNG fest. I think I needed about 20 attempts in order for this line. So definitely seems like from previous time, I don't remember Jawas hitting as hard as they did last time. I think it was a bit easier. So it seems like they a little bit increased offense on Jawas, because definitely I think I needed just a couple of attempts last time, whereas this time I needed about 20 to get this done. Alright, so Ewok feat out of the way. Let's now take care of the remaining 2 feats here, which is no tanks in your squad and attacking out of turn 20 times. So I'll be going with OG Kylo here. Don't really need leader. If you need a reminder, Kylo, he's unique. He's basically has some stacking offense, stacking defense. He's resetting his cooldowns, but most importantly, he takes reduced damage from percent health damage effect. So basically, all those damage over times, all the thermal detonators won't do anything to him at all, so he'll be able to survive and outlast these Jawas, same as Pablo did. Then his AoE, he grants himself retribution, so then whenever they hit him, he counterattacks. We need attacks out of turn, so that's one source of attacks out of turn. On his special, he can recover some protection just in case, you know, Jawas do get to him a little bit. And then on his basic, when he counterattacks, he can as well land healing immunity on Jawas. So this will again prevent Jawas from recovering protection whenever thermal detonators explode. In terms of modding, I didn't remod at all these guys that I'm showing you. They're just the standard mods. Obviously, Watambor, once he dishes out tech, then he will be when he can be called to assist. As well whenever you use a special ability with whoever's got tech on, so again more attacks out of turn from Watt. And Watt as well is here obviously to give tank tech to Kylo, so Kylo can dispel debuffs so they don't land like healing immunity on him or something. And then we got Han here and 2 Chewies, so they are the source of some attacks out of turn for you as well, just to make sure you do get those 20 attacks out of turn here quite easily, because obviously Chewbacca puts guard on Han and he will be assist whenever Han attacks, 3PO and Chewie attacks whenever any rebel attacks, so we'll hopefully get 20 attacks out of turn here. Alright, here we go. It doesn't really matter what you do, to be honest. You just keep getting your attacks out of turn, and Kylo here in combination with tank tech will do the rest. Just put another attack, I don't know, on Chewbacca, I guess. There we go, and now we can just keep going after these guys. There we go, getting those attacks out of turn in. In my case, actually, OG Kylo got guard, which is good because he'll be getting a lot of turns. So hopefully then Chewbacca can assist as well on him. Alright, I lost Han already, doesn't matter. There we go, lots of attacks out of turn over there. And we keep going, more attacks out of turn. Again, without feat tracker, you have no idea how many you've done, right? But you know, I think by the time battle ends, I had it done quite easily, so hopefully shouldn't be too difficult here. Okay, I'll just keep spamming. Alright, so as you can see, Jawas got a lot of damage over times on them. So there you go, Kylo counter-attacking, applying healing immunity on Chief Nabbit, so Nabbit can't recover protection now whenever thermal detonators explode. And we can just keep going. There we go, what's gone? Okay, that's fine, there we go. I think that will take care of Nabbit in a moment. Okay, whenever he gets a turn, he died from damage over times. We also got now on Jawa healing immunity. I'll just go ahead and recover some protection just in case, because you can see these Jawas are putting out some damage, so definitely seems like they did increase their offense from the last time we had Ewoks versus Jawas. But anyway, Kylo takes care of these guys quite easily by himself, thanks to the tank tag that he can keep dispelling any sort of debuffs. And there you go, quite easily done in one single attempt, attacking out of turn 20 times and as well not using any tanks along the way. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful, showing you how I got max rewards this time. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server how you guys are getting along. But until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.